Senator from Indiana.
Mr. President, earlier today, the Senate passed the Kennedy King National Commemorative Site Act, an effort that I was pleased to lead here in the Senate alongside my colleague, Senator Donnelly. This important legislation commemorates the Landmark for Peace Memorial in Indianapolis and establishes the site as part of the African American Civil Rights Network. The act would not have passed without the support of both Chairman Murkowski and Ranking Member Cantwell, and I want to thank both of them and their hardworking staffs for their assistance in this effort. I also want to extend my sincere gratitude to Representative Brooks, Senator Donnelly, and Representative Carson for working with me to pass this measure that recognizes a significant moment in Indiana and our nation's history. 2 weeks from now, on April 4, the city of Indianapolis will commemorate the 50th anniversary of Senator Robert F. Kennedy's timeless speech in the Circle City. On that fateful evening in 1968, Senator Kennedy was scheduled to be in Indianapolis for a campaign event. As Senator Kennedy arrived in Indianapolis late that evening, he learned of the tragic death of Martin Luther King Jr. in Memphis, Tennessee. Senator Kennedy decided to speak to the assembled Hoosiers who had come to see him and inform them of the tragic news of King's death. He confirmed the terrible rumors many were beginning to hear that evening in the course of his words. Now, cities throughout America were erupting in riots in many instances as they learned of Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination. However, in Indianapolis, Senator Kennedy spoke to the grief-stricken crowd, and he inspired them. He inspired them to replace the hatred they felt with compassion and love. To this day, Hoosiers warmly remember Senator Kennedy's moving speech, and we recognize his heartfelt words as a reason why Indianapolis remained calm and peaceful while riots swept much of the nation. I'd like to close today with a quote from Senator Kennedy's speech, powerful words, which still ring true 50 years after he uttered them. These words will forever mark Senator Kennedy's grave in Arlington National Cemetery. What we need in the United States is not division. What we need in the United States is not hatred. What we need in the United States is not violence and lawlessness, but is love and wisdom and compassion toward one another, and a feeling of justice towards those who still suffer within our country, whether they be white or whether they be black. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.